I'm proud of harmonization policy. Because before the CDC government, there was no payroll system in the country. 2 payroll systems, some people made US dollars, some people made Liberian dollars, some people made Liberian dollars. The payroll was not structured, there was no grade system. Minister was making 15,000. Have we not brought harmonization in this country? We'll not even be able to save money to do community roads. The road in Johnsonville, that through harmonization we did it. The road in other place, Oto community, the road in for Drara Market to Mount Bartlett, Land Road, harmonization made us to save money and do those roads. So if you ask me what I'm proud of most of our policy, for me, number 2, what could we do differently? In 2030, we'll run the government from the county. Money will be sent in the county, you know how to use it. The government will be here. And I don't want to disclose all. This is the vision the president has asked us to achieve. Why are advised to the government? I have advised the government also many things. Stop hunting opposition. Create a platform for. Zwedru is the Deputy Minister for Economic Management and Minister of Finance and Development Planning. We are live here. We hire him as a consultant. If you download the PAPD, his name, review his report and sign for him to get his pay. You know why we did that? Because we needed everybody view different perspectives in the development plan. For this one, nobody from CDC should work in the government. The consultancy we hired to help us do the arrest agenda, they call it Liberia'S Development Associate. That Liberia'S Development Associate is headed by one old man they call, I'm forgetting his name now, he's in the States. That old man, he was the consultant for the Unity Party to do the AFT meeting review out of finance news. I worked with him, right? And he was the same person we hired because we knew he had institutional memory. That's the best advice I gave the government out there to run the country.
Okay. So thank you so much.
No, but our full question, 5 questions. The bottom one was there, which is critical MCC.
The MCC,
yeah. Sorry, I'm the girl, but answering. I shouldn't have time. I need to send a message. The MCC. Let me say to you that with due respect to you, I see your intelligent person, people respect. I advise you make more research before you say something because I listened when you spoke. I saw how people appreciated you. I mean, they believe in you. So when you give me information, make research. Your research is incorrect. They had the MCC work. The MCC gave scorecard ahead of time. So CDC took over. 28 report was already out. It was not for us. It was for Unity Party government. Then. Same way in 2018, they produced 2019 report. So that 2019 report was for CDC. So we didn't have 4 years failure.
How many years?
I want to correct that first. 2, during the MCC, by the time we started the MCC, we had COVID. Some of the indicators of the MCC was not about CDC government. It was about a national system. Number 1, we had what we call girls' education ratio. There is a number you use from the census of the population ratio that you use to calculate that. By that time, our census report was a far by of 2008 census report updated. We cannot use it. So that failure was not due to CDC.
Objection.
Overrule.
Quick information now.
So
I want to
get back to you.
I need to provide education because you are provided. I want to be polite, right? I don't want to be intellectually brutal. But you are misled the public. First thing, the Unity Party government, they didn't pass MCC compact before getting the compact money. Let me explain to you. When Unity Party government took over, they didn't pass MCC compact initially. So the American government provided $15 million for what we call MCC preparation. So because they knew that they didn't have the capacity, they gave them free $15 million. I worked on that project on the Land Commission. Part of the project was to establish land governance system. $15 million. Go Google that. It is that $15 million that prepared Liberia to be able to pass. In our case, it didn't happen. But here is what happened. This current MCC, we didn't fear MCC that had impact on Liberia. For the first time in the history of Liberia, we successfully passed MCC. It is because of CDC government passing the MCC That's the reason why they admitted the Liberian government into the competition, and this is how it works. When you pass the MCC, which is a technical process, nobody has control over it. When you pass, wait, this is critical. Sorry. You can't give me time to answer question because I am giving information. This is critical. When you pass the MCC, it's like you go, hello gentlemen, it's like you go to the school, a book, they will compete for the scholarship. When you go sit down for the test, they give you the test, you pass. It's a technical process. So we pass the MCC in succession. Because we pass it, then the poll Liberia now in the political process. That political process was when all the country then pass, they give it to the American government, they make a political decision to decide who to give their money to. If I'm live, call on my phone, I don't want to move forward. Let's Google that right now. So the current MCC that United Party government is processing, it is not because United Party government passed it, no. It is because CDC government passed the MCC, that how they admitted the CDC government into the MCC process to get the compact. But why we didn't get it at that time is the MCC process was suspended. Because it was suspended, they get readmitted Liberia. So it is not the current grade that put Liberia there. I want you to get that very, very clear. CDC passed the MCC compass 3 times. The current MCC you're working on, the current MCC that the government will benefit, it is not, let me repeat, don't deceive the people, it is not the United Party grade that taking us to that MCC, it is CDC grade. But it's just fortunate for the MCC that the grade was given and their government came into power to continue. Don't deceive the public on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Oh, listen to the voice of all the recent dead.
So what we need to do here is
We stay here at the Jeb
forum. Before you need to get back, go to the journalists, the press. So also 3 questions. Yeah, the press. 3 questions. On the press, we can make follow decision. They will get back to public on the platform. But I believe I will have another part to take from the forum. So get back to the press first. So press, you are welcome.
So thank you so much. My name is Zwedru. I report for question. First of all, welcome to the country. My question to you is, in terms of bringing guest government, in terms of road connectivity, as a school, having come from Libya, and then we should see that is good why we give the government
So we take another question again. 2 more. We'll take you.
So thank you also for I listen to talk about more development during your administration. Looking at the current government of Liberia in terms of development, away from road connectivities and providing job opportunity. Like you may be aware, in recent time the ministry launched a Gedeh program, which of course back during the CDC administration, we hear nothing about Gedeh. How would you grade the government of Liberia in terms of creating job opportunity and infrastructure development?
So yeah, we take you.
Thank you very much. My name is Joe Osangaba Jr. and I report for today's Liberia television. When you were elaborating, you stated for 2 hours that one has to do with the rest. Do you mind telling us the next time?
You understand?
Yeah, I understand, but how he understand. Okay. So I start with your question. I spoke of when the United Party was running campaign, they said they had arrest. Yeah, you can. They said they had arrest, and that arrest had 1 hour, which is agriculture, road, education, sanitation, or tourism. When they won the election, because they're confused, then they had 2 hours. They got agriculture, road, rule of law. So I'm just trying to tell you how confused they were. That was the first thing is you add a good question away from road. What have they done? So I don't know, maybe you needed to name some. Away from road, they've done nothing because
So we stay here at the Jeff Tamakoje Forum. Here is Zwedru Benedict and Benedict.
so the reason you need it away from road your question is that we handed over more than 50 road contracts to this government. So they needed not to go look for money to do road. So aside from road, there is nothing we can show.
During your administration, there was nothing to call there. And back then, people were expecting that your city government to create more job opportunity. These of course did not happen.
So there is a job opportunity.
Young people are benefiting now.
There is a job opportunity.
But for young people,
Okay, so let me say this to you. In the CDC government, if that is your definition of job, you don't have a job opportunity. I don't know whether you are working with different schools at that time, but we have so many programs on the days, on the different school program where people are working in communities, they go pay them, young people go work and they pay them. YOP, but we are not getting sensational about it. We're not taking it as a political champion. We're taking it as an obligation of the government to provide job opportunity. This other program is a political sensational program that serves more to appear that you're creating jobs. When we're talking about job, sorry to say in the economy, they're not job there. Because you make 200 after 6 months, you're looking for play again to go get it. That is not the job we're talking about. In terms of job, we created job through programs, different programs. People building the hospital, jobs were there. They were building the hospital. People building the proper homes throughout the southeastern region. Those were jobs created for skills and unskilled laborers. In terms of roles, you know, you ask your question, you say, coming from Monrovia. Look, you are a journalist. The reason this role glorification is on is that to pave road doesn't start with putting the quota. So if we started paving the road from Ganta, laying the covers, digging the holes from Ganta to Tapeta, it was level putting quota on top of it, and the unit party came and put quota on top of it, and you completely forget that it was CDC that was building that road. Then I'm confused. So you said
In terms of reading this company,
on roads?
yes. 2%, 3%, 4%.
If you take all the road contracts, let me name the road contracts, some of the road contracts in the Southeast that we handed over. There was an active work and road contract from Ganta to Sacré-Pied, no dispute about that. There was an active road contract and work from Sacré-Pied to Tapeta. There is no dispute about that. There was an active road contract from Tapeta to Toaston. There is no dispute about that. There was a funding arrangement, financing agreement from Toaston border to Zwedru. There is no dispute about that. There was a road contract, active road contract from Frenchtown to Karweki, and what was going on there. There is no debate about that. There was an active contract and what going on from Karweki to Karibo. There is no debate about that. So in terms of roads, what I can say, major roads that is going on in this country is a continuation of what CDC left. Only one road I know which has an exploitative intent that this government is doing. The contract that was given to the private concession company. And if you allow me to explain that, there's a company from Sierra Leone called Private Ford. The government gave $364 million contract to that company to face the road from Monrovia and go to Watersa. They're also facing the road from Kalahun, which is from the Sierra Leone side, to come to Foya and reach to Vonyama. It is the only new road contract that this government, and the reason they did that is the government will take $146 million of government money. You don't have to go look for it, they give it to that company. That funding agreement, so it takes time. But that one, because the president knows he's not going to win 2029, and he wants to go to Foya to his palace easily. So they face the road to go to a home faster.
can you blame the government? Can
Thank you so much.
I've already given you the grade.
Press for those of the press. This is not a press conference.
You are in the contract.
Honor guest speaker.
You are just coming.
Honor guest
The
speaker.
sign of the contract that CDC is not only one rule that they have as a new contract.
Kolubah. Can you begin for those of you for the press conference? Let's say the board. We just create a platform and this for you to ask questions. If you are having more, if you want to ask more questions, be a press conference on the platform. So please, the opportunity will give you. Please don't make music. So get back to our guests. We got the time. No time in our favor now. Yeah. So get back to our guests to give party comments. Don't call it a date. I beg you, do not feel so inconvenient. Honorable guest speaker. Honorable guest speaker.
Look, I mean, Sunday has gone on way to us. We want to make sure.
Yeah, so Mr. Guest speaker, thank you very much for.
Yeah, so and I recognize you. I recognize you. I said we get back to our guest speaker. We get back to but we been at work 2 hours. So we want to call it a thanking. My brother, the time is 5 minutes. Get back to the guest speaker. I'm not going to continue the time. Then we'll continue the time. I am settled. No, I said we've been at work 2 hours. Yeah, but we've been at work 2 hours. So we get back to give party comments. Yes. We get back to give party comments.
So, fellow citizens, let me say thank you for the opportunity. This is one of the few moments I have had where nobody asking questions and making comments. It means that what I say, people understood it. What I'd like to say to you by closing is don't let anybody deceive you that Joseph Bogan and his government care for the Southeastern and Northern Georgia. There is nothing new. I repeat, there is initiated in the Southeast beyond what Georgia initiated. Every infrastructure project, major project that is going on in the Southeast initiated by Georgia, particularly the roads and hospitals. I'd like to also let you know that our country is vulnerable. We are vulnerable because we import almost 80% of our electricity. I want to let you know we are vulnerable because 70% of the arrest agenda funding is dependent on donor funding. I'd like to also close by saying this year 2026 to conclude was the missed opportunity. The government gave us $200 million. The government divided that $200 million just among recurring activities. We're not going to see any impact. We're not remember that Aslo Meta whatever in this country. Your son George Manawia is coming back. Do not let somebody deceive you. And he didn't do it. First Depot cannot do it for you. He will do it for you again.
Thank you so
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Serving as a moderator, thank you so much.
This is how this goes. Thank you so much. Watching.